100-level biology student of the Federal University Lokoja, Miss Damilola Olowoyo. Miss Olowoyo reportedly went missing on September 4, 2024, after her second semester examination.
Eyes, tongue, lungs, intestine, and some part of her ass.
So hello guys, what's up and welcome back to my YouTube channel. It's me, your girl barrister Neze, and this is Nezeville. In today's society, money obviously takes precedence over morality. And when we are in a world that glorifies wealth over integrity, that glorifies riches over compassion and justice, the consequences are always devastating. Today's story is a story of two young people, Damilola and Jeremiah. One with an ambition to go through school and get a legitimate source of living, while the other with an impatient lust for quick wealth at whatever cost it may come. Somehow, these two individuals meet and the result is catastrophic. 18-year-old Damilola Olowoyo was a 100-level student at the Federal University in Lokoja. She was studying biology. Damilola, a fresher, just finished her second semester examinations, looking forward to wrapping up her first year in the university, moving to 200 level, and finally losing the Johnny Just Come title. But examinations and studying are not the only things that happen in universities, are they? It is also a ground for meeting new people and socializing. So when Jeremiah walks up to Damilola on that fateful Sunday, the 1st of September 2024, flashing a dashing smile and showing interest to be friends, she certainly did not think out of place of it. She handed her telephone number to him and then they began chatting on WhatsApp.
So I approached her, I talked to her, I collected her phone number, so we started chatting.
She had just made a new friend, a toaster, but friendship or a relationship was the farthest thing from Jeremiah's mind. 19-year-old Jeremiah Paul, an indigene of Chicken local government area in southern Kaduna. He had left his place in Kaduna and had come all the way to Kogi to hustle, as he put it.
Kaduna South.
What brought you to Kogi?
Hustle.
Hustle.
Okay, this is the hustling.
This is the hustling.
Unlike Damilola, he was not a student of the Federal University Lokoja. He was not a student of any institution at all. He was in Kogi State in search of greener pastures. But no, he had absolutely no intentions of getting it through getting a job or going to school or any legitimate source of living. That will be too much work and too much time. He needed it much, and he needed it quick. In search of quick, easy wealth, Jeremiah met a herbalist on TikTok. He copied out his number and then he messaged him on WhatsApp, expressing his earnest desire to acquire riches, to be a baller, to drive the latest Mercedes-Benz, to live La Vida Loca. The herbalist agreed, oh yes, that he was indeed in the right place. He invited Jeremiah to come to Ibadan, his place, so that they could discuss the details of what they had to do. Jeremiah left Lokoja in Kogi State and traveled all the way to Ibadan in Oyo State to meet with this native doctor. They met and they negotiated the terms of their business. To carry out this human sacrifice, he needed a couple of fresh human parts. So flexible the herbalist was, he guaranteed Jeremiah that he need not come back to Ibadan when he has sourced for the items, that he, the herbalist, will send the driver to him in Kogi State to pick up the items and waybill it to him. Waybill, yes, that was the exact word, waybill, human parts. Jeremiah was excited at the prospect of that. The herbalist handed him a calabash wrapped in black and white cotton, and then a sharp knife, its handle wrapped in red clothing. Fully briefed, Jeremiah traveled back to Kogi State, ready and waiting for an opportunity. One of the most common prayers that Christians say is, God, do not let me be at the wrong place at the right time, and do not let me be at the right place at the wrong time. Jeremiah did not have any specific targets in mind. He just needed a victim, any victim. Most unfortunately, Damilola walked right into his claws. On that fateful 1st of September 2024, when he approached Damilola, all charms and smiles, he already knew that he was going to kill her.
So I told her whenever she's free, she should let me know. So I already had it on mind that I'm going to use Damilola as ritual.
So a few days after the Met, on the 4th of September, Jeremiah had chatted Damilola up on WhatsApp as usual, and he invited her to come and see him. They met at a spot at the gas station, and after a few moments of chatting, he convinced her to come and know his place. She agreed.
So I told her she should follow me so that we should go over to my place.
Well, even before Damilola arrived, Jeremiah had bought a soda drink and had laced it with codeine. He offered Damilola the drink, and she accepted and began consuming its content.
So I bought codeine and Sprite and mixed it up. So I gave it to her because I first drank it so that it don't look like I mixed something inside.
So as they walked to this place that was supposed to be his house, the effect of the drugs began kicking in. She was getting weak, drowsy. She was losing consciousness. This was the whole plan, and it was working. Now, just around the corner, along that route, stood a yet-to-be-completed building. Jeremiah led Damilola into the building.
So when I get close to my house, where I live, there was an uncompleted building. So we kneeled on the wall, we were just talking. So gradually, she's feeling weak. Gradually. So I took her to the uncompleted building.
Stripped her of her clothes, tucked her blouse into her mouth, tied her legs with her pair of jean trousers. He grabbed a charging cord and tied her hands tight. And then he took a rope and began strangling her. Dami struggled, but she was already too weak to put up a good fight. She soon succumbed to the effects of lack of oxygen in her brain.
So I strangled her to death.
When Jeremiah was sure that Damilola was dead, he dragged her remains into a nearby bush. He opened her up with the knife that herbalist had given to him, and then he began extracting, harvesting everything that the herbalist had told him to provide. When he was done, he abandoned her desecrated remains there in the bush, packaged her body parts, her organs, into this calabash, and then handed it over to the driver that the herbalist had sent to rebuild it.
So I put it inside the calabash and I wrap it. So I gave it to the driver, which he sent from Ibadan here to Lokoja. So he rebuilt it back to Ibadan.
The herbalist was to use Damilola's parts to prepare a special soap for him, which he will bathe with, and boom, there goes the latest billionaire. We will get there. Now, to twist the knife even deeper, to worsen the blow, Jeremiah had brutally and gruesomely murdered a young, innocent, defenseless child, but he still felt the need to proceed extorting her family. Oh yes, after taking the life of their child, who they had suffered and struggled to send to the university, Jeremiah still wanted to take money from them. This move This act of heartless greed will ultimately lead to his exposure and his eventual capture. Jeremiah got details of Damilola's family from her phone, and then he began contacting them, telling them that their child had been kidnapped, and in order to secure her release, they had to pay the sum of 400,000 naira into his betting account, and they had to pay it fast, and any attempt to get the police involved will result in their child being killed. Damilola's family went crazy. They began rallying around and gathering the funds, and within a short time, they remitted this full sum as requested, as demanded by Jeremiah. The whole 400,000 naira. They paid it into his betting account, just as he had instructed, hoping for the release of their child. When he got this money, he was elated. So it is this easy to get money? Even easier than going to the babalawo? Smooth, easy, quick money, he must have said. And just as is common with people like this, people who love to reap where they did not sow, people who love to spend money that they did not earn, his greed got the best of him. And then he reached out to her parents once again, resolved to milk them dry, resolved to milk them of all that they had, despite he had murdered and butchered their child and harvested her organs and left her desecrated body lying in the bush. He felt no remorse, no pity, no conscience. He took the bar higher. This time, he demanded for the sum of 10 million naira. It was as though this time, Damilola's family began to smell rats. They hadn't seen their daughter. They hadn't even heard from their daughter. Typically, these kidnappers will give updates of their captives, send videos of them to show that they were still alive, and to put pressure on their families to comply with the ransom money. But they were not getting any visuals or audio of their child, so they had no option but to go to the police. They supplied the police all the information that they had, including the betting account where they made the first ransom payment of 400,000 naira. And then the police swung into action and began tracing him. They did a good and thorough job, and they nabbed Jeremiah. When Jeremiah was nabbed by the police authorities, he initially denied having anything to do with the missing body parts. He said that he just kidnapped Damilola and that he had to kill her because she saw his face and recognized him, and she tried escaping. So he just did it to cover his tracks. He didn't know anything that has to do with her body parts. Officer, believe me, I am telling you the truth. I am confessing, he was saying with a very innocent face.
He said I should tell you everything. I told you everything. I swear to God. You see the private part, they don't come out. Sir, they don't move anything. Sir, I swear to God.
Hey, how many people did you kill?
See, they even cook cloth for him.
You and who killed this girl?
I'm the only one. I swear to God, sir.
What did you use in killing her?
I strangled her.
Strangle her to death.
Yes, sir.
Why? Why?
They don't come out the womb.
Yes. Sir, I swear to God.
The womb they come out.
Okay, wait. Why did you kill her?
Sir, they will raise it now. I confessed to you. Sir, I told you. Sir, I should go. I swear to God.
Oh, what and what? What and what? Which part of her? What and what did you remove from her body?
Sir, I swear to God. I didn't remove anything. I swear to God.
Okay, why did you kill her?
Sir,
why did you remove anything?
Sir, I told you now. Sir,
Why did you kill her?
I don't have to escape. That's why she already see my face.
Why did you kill her?
I kidnapped her, like I told you. She was trying to escape. So she already see my face.
Where did you kidnap her from?
She know you before?
No.
Where did you kidnap her from?
I brought her here.
Where did you carry her from?
From that gas station.
Well, after an extensive and intensive interrogation, Jeremiah confessed to what had actually happened. This is what he said.
So gradually, she's feeling weak. Gradually. So I took her to the uncompleted building. So I strangled her to death. The knife I used to remove the part of her body, which is the eyes, tongue, lungs, intestine, and some part of her ass. So I put it inside the calabash and I wrap it. So I gave it to the driver, which he sent from Ibadan here to Lokoja. So he will bill it back to Ibadan.
Money is important, Yes, anybody who says otherwise lies. But the sooner we begin to prioritize human dignity over material gains, the sooner we begin to restore a very healthy balance between morals and success, the sooner mothers question and reject expensive gifts from their children that they know cannot afford them, the sooner girls run away and distance themselves from men with questionable, unverifiable sources of income, the sooner we groom our children to find fulfillment in moral uprightness and fairness, not only monies in the bank account, the sooner we will have more vulnerable people protected and less Jeremiahs in our society. May the soul of the young late Damilola and the souls of all the faithful departed through the mercy of God rest in peace. Amen. Drop all your comments, your thoughts, your feelings down in the comment section. So guys, yes, we have come to the end of today's video. If you're new here, seeing my face for the first time, or if you've been watching without subscribing, don't forget to hit the subscribe button, give this video a big thumbs up, drop all your comments down in the comment section, and stay glued, for we have so much more coming your way. It's me, your girl, Barrister Neze, and this is Nezeville. I'll see you guys in my next one. For now, bye.
How many people have you killed in your life?
I swear to God.
Which of the God are you talking about?
You swear to God.
How many people have you kidnapped?
Did you know God?
Kidnapped?
This is not my first time.
You see?
This is my first time, I swear to God.
Apart from kidnapping, what other thing do you do? Then who remove our intestine and other things?
Who removed her lumps, the intestine and other organs?
Sir, I swear to God, I didn't move everything. After I traveled back today, I just dragged her here, I left her here.
You
I
are,
swear to God, sir.
you are lying.
Sir, I swear, I'm telling you the truth.
You are lying.
Sir, I'm telling you the truth.